what's up? I'm Mark and welcome to Epic Confections. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification for new epic videos every single week. This week I wanted to create a two-tier fondant cake, but I wanted to do kind of like a pop art watercolor effect. Yes, I know I've done a lot of watercolor. I'm loving the watercolor nowadays, so expect some more as well, okay? Let's do it! So to start, I already covered my two-tier cake in fondant as well as the base of the board. This is a 10-inch round cake board that I just covered in white fondant. I'm going to show you how to properly watercolor fondant. It's a little different with buttercream. Fondant, there's a couple more steps. So let's get started. Vodka. Yes, you'll need vodka. Not only for drinking, but for creating watercolor. So I'm just pouring a little bit of vodka into a bowl. Just making sure that I don't have any cornstarch on my fondant. Next I'm taking a paintbrush, just dipping it into my vodka. And I'm going to coat the entire base of the board with vodka. What this does, once that color hits that vodka, it really spreads out nicely and kind of mingles together really nice. So next I have 4 different colors, yellow, pink, purple, orange, and I just watered them down. I was using gel colors. So while that vodka is still wet on your board, I'm just gonna grab a little paintbrush, dip it into some of my color, and just randomly start spotting my board. Just putting color wherever I want. You can either dab it right on the board, or you can kind of just splatter it like that. And don't be scared to mix those colors together. That's the whole point of watercolor. Mix them all together. Yes. Beautiful. So normally I would set this aside to let it dry completely before putting my cake on top of it. However, we are doing more watercolor on the cake, so it doesn't really matter. So like I said, I already covered my cake with fondant. It is a dummy cake. Listen, I'm in quarantine. This cake isn't for a customer, so I'm not gonna waste money on real cake, okay? Who are you to judge, Judy, okay? So on this cake, I wanted to create a vase with a whole bunch of different flowers. So I do have a photo reference. What you're gonna wanna do is find the front of your cake, which I have right here, yay. So now that you found the front of your cake, I marked it here a little bit with some color. You're gonna wanna take that vodka and paintbrush. Keep in mind, I am referencing a photo that you can't see, but it is a vase with some flowers in it. So I do know where I want the placement to be on the cake. So you definitely want your vodka on the cake before you start watercoloring. And yes, it will dry. So now that my vodka is on my cake, I'm gonna go ahead and do the dabbing technique. I will be going back in with a paintbrush, but for now I'm just using some paper towel, dipping it into my terracotta color. I'm just dabbing it where that vase is going to be. Vase, whatever it is, I don't know. So that's going to be where the vase is, and the rest of the cake is going to be the flowers. So next I'm going to start dabbing my 4 main colors of my flowers, which is purple, orange, yellow, and pink. And I'm going to be doing that with a smaller paintbrush. So let's start with our pink. I don't want the paintbrush really soaked full of stuff. If you see something that you don't like, you can take a little paper towel and just gently dab it off. There's a drip there that I didn't like, so I'm just kind of taking that off. So I am just taking a little bit of my paper towel and just dabbing it, just to give it a little bit of texture. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of electric green from Watercolour. These are going to be leaves. So try to picture it. Here is the vase and the rest are the flowers. Next I'm going to go in and draw the handle of the vase. So I'm just taking a little terracotta, dipping my paintbrush into it, and just making a very kind of rough handle. So next I'm going to let this dry really well because I am going to be going back and painting black on it, hand painting black. So I don't want to mix that color in with the black. So really let this sit and dry. Probably a good hour, more than that, before we can hand paint. So while I was letting it dry, it was looking a little plain. So I went in and just dabbed on some blue, just to kind of represent the sky. I think it adds so much more depth and color. I love it. And then I started thinking, I don't really want to hand paint it. So I'm gonna airbrush it. So I have some black airbrush here. I have some white for some highlights. Let's start airbrushing. So here it is. I love it so much. I did end up going back in with a little bit of black food gel and just kind of drawing over that black airbrush. I think it looks so much better now. It looks like a sketch. It looks like a pencil drawing. I love it so much. I also used a little bit of that black and white and just kind of splattered it a little bit, just kind of giving it that drawing feel or that painting feel. So here it is, guys. Here is the watercolor sketch art cake, whatever you want to call it. I think it turned out so super cool. I love working with watercolor. I love kind of sketching on paints or painting cakes. I love it so much. If you like what you saw, smash that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification for new videos every single week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see all y'all next week. Mwah!